Hello. That was way too close. So that was like a wow.
The bank.
What?
Yeah. You're lucky.
Oh, look how pretty down there. Maxie down there.
We were just down there on those two chairs. Yeah, I want to go down there.
That's
The skate park. It's pretty cool.
oh yeah, I can see it.
I think the further you go walking in Sunny region, there's like actual buildings. Yeah, but it's a very thin river. That's the river. You can imagine it used to be bigger and it carved out that whole valley.
That's the War Memorial, that monument right there.
Over there.
Oh, and the pretty house.
All are free in Luxembourg.
That's right.
And there's free citywide Wi-Fi.
That's a neat bridge.
Country of dreams. That is a cool bridge.
That's very like nice modern, nice mix of modern and old. Look at that church back there.
Yeah.
Maybe we can walk up to that.
Sure we could. It's not a very big city.
What's like beyond here? Like people have little gardens and stuff here. Maybe community gardens. Hello. And this, what is this thing called that we're on?
The Skyliner or something.
Sky something or other. And it wasn't even that expensive. It was €8, right?
It's a great country we're at.
Super country, great place to come.
Alright. Well, anyways, we are going down now. Sign off till next
Hope we don't
time.
crash. That's neat too to see that bridge up there.
Oh yeah.
We're way down in the valley.
We're down in the Luxembourg Rift Valley. Or something.
Do you narrate? Hello.
You say the same thing every time. Say
What?
hello with a weird accent.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh.
I probably have you on video doing it like 12 times.
Anyway, here we are. Down in the valley, I guess.
The Luxembourg Valley.
And it's really, really pretty and
It's
cool down
tranquil.
here.
It's very tranquil and serene.
Lots of green, and there's a babbling brook,
I think it's technically a river.
and there's a running and cycling path. It's technically a river, really?
Probably. Used to be anyways.
Yeah. Huh.
Just up there, you never know. There's a
Could
pretty
become a
big city
roaring-
up there.
Roaring river. Yeah, there's like
That's
a
the, oh,
old
that's
city
the
wall.
observation tower.
There's
It's
the
going up.
sky thing that we took.
I don't know if you can
Forget
see
what
it.
it's called.
Yeah, you can see
Sky
that. That's where we
Control
were.
Sky lift. City sky.
Skyliner.
That was cool.
There it goes. It doesn't really look like it's moving. Yeah.
And
There's a nice river.
oh, look at that little area. There's some cool benches where people are hanging.
Tombstones. Luxembourgish of it, nice. Sure, look, it's almost at the top now. But yeah, anyways. Look at this place.
We don't want to go over there because it's in the sun and we're tired of standing in the sun.
We were in the sun. Sat in the sun for lunch and it was
Tough.
tough. It was hot. Especially when I was eating a hot schnitzel. Couldn't even finish it. It was making me so
Look at that
hot.
that tree
Yeah.
root in the.
Tree roots.
It's not. It's a cool temperature
They're
there.
tapping
it's about
for sap.
68.
Is that what that's
degrees.
doing? I think it is.
What?
Those must be maple. I don't know. Maybe those are
Ah.
birdhouses. It's more likely that they're birdhouses. There's some
More
scooters.
likely what?
An Arsenal player on the scooter. Oh wow, look at that. That must be a fun sledding hill if it ever snows here. I could totally imagine people sledding.
But it's a cool temperature day. It's just very, very sunny. So
And
we
the
were
clouds in the
seated
sky.
outside and
Yeah,
it was
look at that.
hard to eat. Ooh, that's pretty.
Some baskers over there.
You have to walk back up there.
It gets very intense down here. It's cool to be in Luxembourg. It's kind of a random place to visit, it feels
Yeah.
like, but it's worth it.
It was worth the 6 hours on 2 trains. 3 trains? We stopped in
3 trains.
3 trains. Of varying sizes
And lengths.
and length.
We're gonna do it again tomorrow.
Yep, can't wait.
This time to Amsterdam instead. I'm just excited to not have to go through the whole process at London again. The whole like passport control and everything.
This was pretty. Oh my god, it was so easy.
I just,
Look at, could that have been any easier?
I don't know.
Could that have been any easier?
Oh.
They even said,
Hello.
"You're American. Come into this line where there's nobody." Okay.
That's true.
Thank
Well, I'm
you.
not more like just. But you know.
You didn't have to
it's much
take
easier
anything
to just get
off.
on a train and go.
Yeah, but you also don't want somebody blowing up the channel.
Sorry, Mom.
Well, they have to be careful. I thought it was very easy. The English
I
are
hardly noticed they were in the tunnel.
quite orderly.
Oh wow, look at this. That is cool.
Yeah.
This area. That doesn't scream Luxembourg. I don't know what the...
Luxembourg!
Okay, look at this skateboard. Wow, that's a giant skateboard. That's cool. They just have it down here.
Yeah. Keep the youths out of trouble. I've got some little sapling trees over there.
I like
Another
this.
cool bridge.
We return to the sun. Ugh.
This is kind of a nice change from, you know, like most cities have a big Central Park kind of thing.
This one's like at a different level.
Yeah, literally.
All together.
Literally. You see any fancy
Look
tricks?
at these skaters.
Oops. Oh, the little kids are on their scooters. Looks like bikes.
Seems like a lot of fun.
Oops.
Oh, kid almost just took out his peer. I don't know if they're friends or not. Alright. Taking on a little challenge. Let's see if within this video I can visit 3 countries. So I'm crossing the bridge right now. Here's the beautiful Moselle River. That's where the Schengen Accords were signed. The town is Schengen. And that is Luxembourg. Just left. I think I'm still in Luxembourg since I'm not across the river yet. So that's country number 1. But kind of a bus to catch. So need to make it as quick as I can, shall we say. I'm in Germany, yep. Germany domain. Sweet. I've entered Germany. But now, the final challenge becomes, can I reach France? The answer to that question is not easy. It's somewhere to my right. I don't know what areas I can walk on. Let's see, it's 6:49. So let's see what I'm doing. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm kind of in a time crunch, aren't I? a toll coming up. Depending on that sign. I've only been filming for 2 minutes. 2.5. So 2 minutes, 2 countries. Officially in Germany now. Some cherry pits on the ground. Gosh, I hope there's a sidewalk or something. Somewhere I can walk to proudly reach France. Something in France is 0.5 kilometers that way, so that leads me to believe that I'm almost there. I'm walking up like, I'm not quite sure. Let's see how far, you know. Okay, about 3 minutes away from France. Just want to make sure I don't. Okay, wait, are these like grapes or something? This looks like a winery or distillery. Oh, I'm in all. This is actually a contested area. This is Lorraine, so this is probably one of the most. There's all these signs about 1945 and wars. And now I'm starting to realize that this might be one of the more contentious areas along the French-German border. Really putting a pep in my step because it's kind of hot out, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, France is literally right there. But I still have to wait a little bit before I can confidently say I've crossed in. Let's run, because this video is going to be a drag. If I don't, I'm also so hot and tired, so this could go one of 2 ways. Hopefully it's a good one. This has to be it. This just has to be it. Am I here? I have no idea. It's like I'm reading a book. Aha. Looks promising, I must say. French signs. Rue de Schengen. I think I made it. Yes. Look at that. An Eiffel Tower. I made it to France. Haha. Look at this. This is a map of something. Probably Schengen. But officially, I've crossed the French border, and I'll try to commemorate it with the Eiffel Tower and the GoPro. Quick jaunt into France. Now I can end this video. 3 countries in 8 minutes. It's not crazy impressive, but considering there was no 3-way point. Look at that, that's beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna take that picture. Goodbye, video.
I need to be serious. Anyways, I wanted to do this so that we can do a recap of Amsterdam. It was good. It reminded me of Denmark. Just less cold. Still more bikes, I feel like. even though on the history cruise ride thing, they said that the bike thing was kind of taken, the idea was taken from the people from Denmark. They use it more, even though it's not really their idea. And so now we're on a train to Brussels. The seats are quite fancy and comfortable, and they can recline. And we thought we were gonna be in the shitty seats because it's coach 18, and we're like, oh, this is the last one. But it's pretty good. I liked walking yesterday. Also, I realized that it's kind of windy and cold, but it, like, you would think like 58 up to 60 is like cold, but it was like nice to walk around, and unless the wind blows, then you could feel it, but it wasn't that much compared to home when it's like 50. You can feel that it's like 50s, and then when the wind blows, it's like even colder. Let me remember what else I wanted to say. Well, also it just randomly rains there. Like the first day when I got here and we're leaving the train station from the airport, we're just walking, and out of nowhere it just started raining. And then yesterday we were walking back. It was actually kind of the same time, right? Around 6. It's just funny. 2 days in a row around 6. We were just walking around like the main streets, and I felt one drop, and I continued walking. I felt another one. I was like, oh, look, it's gonna rain. It's like we took like 7 more steps, and it was just pouring. We had to stop on the side and wait for the rain to stop because we couldn't even go anywhere. But we took advantage of that and just started to find food. We found some really good Indian food. I don't think there's a trash bin. Look up. Oh wait, there. Do you wanna put that there? Wait, put a napkin around it. It's gonna smell. Just use one. Yeah. This is better. Even if it's recording. I think it is. Anyways. Forgot what I was saying.
You're saying we had
I
to
don't
stop
know.
at 6.
Oh no. Oh yeah, we found food. It was Indian. Really good. I got like rice, boneless chicken curry, and like curry stew with potatoes, and then Luca got French beans, and then Luca got white rice with like soy chicken, and so it's kind of sweet, and an egg and cabbage. It was very yummy.
Try this.
I was gonna try some
I already had
strawberry
this.
what?
Ginger.
Oh,
Already
that
had
sounds
it. It's
good.
very strong.
What size of, what level
C.
ranking is
Everything
C?
gets a C on the Nutri-Score.
Mine was also, mine was an E. So. Can I taste it? Is it yucky?
No, it's good. It's just like crazy.
The ginger, huh?
Take a sip of it. It's strong. I like it.
It's good.
Do you like it?
I feel like it should have lemon.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna be on this train for about 2 hours. Well,
we are.
we went to sleep really late last night because we were trying to do laundry, and the stupid laundry machine wasn't working for the dryer.
Pissed me off.
And I was kind of really tired out of nowhere, so I really wasn't helping with him, which I felt bad. But I went to take a nap, and we put the clothes in the washer, came back up, started eating, and it, please, be louder. Louder.
It doesn't want to open. Really, yeah.
Yeah, look at the salt.
Oh, I got the extra salty one for you.
Lovely. Thank you. But anyways, so after eating, I kind of went to lay down and look up, went to check on the clothes, and I found that it stopped, and he wanted, but they were still wet. So he put another token thingy and restarted the load for the drying, and came back up, and then he went to check again and it hadn't changed, and so he just brought them back wet. And that's when I woke up finally. It's like 2 hours later, and he was kind of pissed, but he did like he removed the dishes. I just had to wash the ones that we used instead of putting them in the dryer, in the dishwasher, so we just hand washed them. He cleaned out the dishwasher, which is cool, and we were trying to stop packing, but we really couldn't because the clothes were wet. He washed like basically all his clothes, so, and I washed this too. And so then I went back down, told at the front desk that it wasn't working, and we kind of moved them to a different one, and the one that your mom used the day before, but it wasn't working. Also, because he went back down and the guy was there, and he had just restarted it again on the new one, and kind of didn't dry, and so then we moved it to a different one. It was just a lot. We stayed up until midnight, and then we brought them back up, and they were kind of still like damp, so we just like laid them down around the house, around the room, and that hurts. And then I couldn't sleep until like 3 in the morning because I slept from 8 to 10, and then we woke up today at 9:30, which is good. And we got ready and we had breakfast real quick. Got to the train station early. We had like an hour 30 just to kill, and then we were trying to find a bathroom for Luca, and the only bathroom was outside the train station, and you had to pay what, 70 cents?
70 cents, but I didn't have any coins, obviously.
But then to get the cents, you have to change the money at the ATM, and it charges you to take out money.
It's like a transaction fee. It sucked. It was horrible.
So when I tried to find the bathroom, I was walking around, and I kind of went out to see where the bathroom that you have to go out for, but I didn't want to pay tap pay thing to get out. And this guy started following me, and I went to the supermarket, like the convenience store, and he followed me in, and he was like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I was like, "What?" He started naming different countries, and I was like, "No." He's like, "Are you Jamaican?" I'm like, "No, sir." And then I finally gave up and asked where I was from, and I just said some country in Latin Africa, I mean. And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm Jamaican." And he started telling me he was a chef, and I wanted to follow him on Instagram. I told him I didn't have data to even use my phone. And he was like, "Alright." He was like, were you trying to go out?" I was like, "No."
Oh my gosh.
But I was fine. And after that, I ran back. I didn't run. Kind of speed walked back to where Luca was. We're on the train, and we have about an hour and 30 minutes left.
Yeah, this should be a pretty quick one.
Okay, how do I stop? Just here. Bye.
Hello. We're in the Bologna train station in Italy. We flew here about an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half, from Charleroi in Belgium. It's just been such a day. I'm like exhausted, like slurring my speech. Haven't even been like eating enough today. I've been drinking a lot of water, but I haven't really eaten that much. But yeah, we woke up at 7 a.m., 7:30, and for an 8:30 Uber reservation to go to the airport, because I'd heard that the airport gets super crowded and that it's not a very well-run airport. So our flight left at 11, or boarding closed at 11:30, flight left at 12, so I was like, we might as well get there at 9:30, because Charleroi is about an hour from Brussels anyway. So So we got there in the end, we left a bit early, so we got there at like 9:15 maybe. And of course we got through security and everything in like 15 minutes. So we were just waiting until, but I was like, okay, it's just an hour and a half till we start boarding. And then, no, our flight got delayed until about 1. We didn't really start boarding till like 12:30. So we spent about 3 hours just wasting away in that tiny, boring airport. And then the flight was pretty easy, an hour and 20 minutes. We landed, took the monorail thingy over to the station. But to our dismay, the next train to Florence, where we're going after we arrived, was like an hour and 40 minutes. So we're waiting again. Now it's only about 40 minutes. But I'm so tired. I just can't wait. We have to walk like 25 minutes after we get off the train to the place we're staying. So I'm just hoping I make it. What do you think?
Switzerland's winning.
Yeah, and Switzerland's winning in the Euros. I'm kind of pissed I can't watch it, but whatever.
Oh God.
Tonight, Italy plays Albania. So it's a big game. We're gonna beat in Italy. Hope I feel up to watching it.
Oh, you'll watch it.
I'll try.
You're gonna watch it. It's Luca. He's gonna stay up and watch.
She's gonna eat some yummy treats.
I'm gonna probably shower. I don't know. Take a nap again.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a freaking
Taking
nap.
3 naps.
Hope that there's taxis, but I doubt it. I mean, there will be, but it just depends on our willingness
Just take
to
a
wait in the
scooter.
line. No. I have to walk with my bag. Oh, it's gonna
That's the
suck. It's
heaviest thing
warm
ever.
out. I feel like I'm gonna like pass out on the way.
Oh no, Gina, I can't say that.
Why?
Because what would I do?
Because then it's gonna happen.
Can't happen.
Well, we'll see if I survive.
Bye.
Anyways, bye bye for now.
Bye bye.
Alright, last content of this trip coming up now. It's really hot again, but it's been about a week since we were in Bologna at the train station, maybe. Been in Florence for 7 days, 8 days maybe, and moved around kind of a lot in Florence, but I had 1 day left on my train pass, so I figured since I'm flying home in 3 days, I might just try and use it. So here we are in the Tuscan town of Arezzo, in the Piazza Grande, I assume the most famous one. And it has all these like crests and this. I wonder what this is for, because they've been selling like merch in the streets that are like themed for all these like badges. So yeah, I kind of wonder what that means. It must be some like, you know, I don't know, like some neighborhood kind of rivalry thing like they have in Siena. Yeah, this is a strange plaza because it's on like a, for the bells, it's on like a slope down, so it's not like usual where it's like the flat part of the city and like kind of the center, maybe the top of the hill, because this is kind of on a hill. It's hot, but it's super pretty. I already ate lunch. I came here on the train by myself, and yeah, I don't know how much there is to explore. I figure maybe I'll spend an hour or two and then leave because I'm tired, you know, it's the end of the trip, but you know, it's cool here, and I'll probably get gelato and explore the cathedral, the garden, and the square, and buy a souvenir. But anyways, might come back and film something else, but if not, signing out from Europe 2024 summer. Yeah, just kick the can. Oh, cow. Well, I'm back. Because there's nothing like a good park, especially in Tuscany. And this view is just gorgeous. I mean, I'm just happy I took the train today. I haven't gotten to see Tuscan countryside on this trip, at least. It's just the olive trees, the cypress trees, whatever those ones are. That I guess they're pines. And like the dusty cars. It's great. I don't know exactly what the significance of this park is, but it is right near the cathedral. You can kind of see it through the trees. I'll explore a little bit. Decided to take a train back that leaves in about an hour. So then I'll meander back towards the station. Probably get a gelato on the way. Yeah. It's very... The tree magnet strikes again over there. Some strolling over here too. All the trees in Tuscany are bent. But it's that one like species. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's wind. We call it the tree magnet. There's some magnet somewhere that pulls them all. I just walked into the cathedral, and there was a congregation of people. So naturally, I think, oh, it's a mass. How nice. I was like, I'll sit down for a little bit. But about 2 minutes in, I realized it's a funeral. And someone starts like giving a eulogy. I just felt so like uncomfortable because I didn't want to get up and leave, but I also felt equally as kind of intrusive just sitting at some random man's funeral. But eventually I just had to bite the bullet and get up. I mean, it wasn't the end of the world, obviously, but you know, it never feels good to have to do something like that. So that was my embarrassing moment of the day. But I did some shopping. I wasn't like bought a gift or a magnet, but you know, that's enough. And then what else did I do? Not really very much. This is beautiful. This is a park to die for, as you might say. Also, I feel like every single walk in the city is uphill. It's gonna be so nice when I retrace my steps back towards the station, because I don't think I've had a nice downhill walk in a while. At least I'm in the shade this time around. But I think I'm gonna fall asleep on the train. Not fall asleep, but get close to it. Because I did not sleep very well last night. I had to sleep, or I didn't have to, I volunteered to sleep on a kind of like lazy boy, is that what it's called? Basically a chair, and put like a long table to extend my legs upon. And that was comfortable, kind of. I mean, not to turn, but I went to bed at like 4 and I got too cold, got too hot, you know. But there's nothing that feels better after doing something like that than walking around and enjoying the day and drinking coffee. But when I crash, boy, I better be on that train, because I have a night still ahead of me. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to the apartment until like probably 11. So yeah, but you know, it's finally not too hot out. I really wonder what this is. It's a Medici fortress. Ooh.